All right, so this is just several hours away from us now. Senior political reporter Jason Whiteley is with us now this afternoon. He's going to be watching the debate. I'm going to be there with you, watching it through the evening. And then we're going to be analyzing what was said, and we'll be live on WFAA Plus. We're going to talk about how you can get that if you don't already have it here in just a moment. First, though, Jason, what are you looking for tonight as far as issues go between these two candidates?
Well, issues, I think for Biden, has got to be talking about inflation. Well, what can he do to bring prices down for everybody? We're all feeling it if we go buy bread, if we go buy milk, if we go fill up our cars with gas, even though gas prices have come down some. And then with Trump, there are a number of things. I mean, he's talking about raising tariffs on everything. Okay, it sounds great to raise tariffs against China for, our iPhones, but if you raise tariffs, you and I pay for those things in the end.
Yeah, China doesn't pay that.
China doesn't pay that. Those costs get passed along to us.
How far do you think that, people are looking to get into the issues? It seems like so many people come into a night like this looking for the stylistics of this. They're wondering, will Trump be unhinged like the Biden campaign has been calling him? Will Joe Biden be sleepy or have, mental difficulties like the Trump campaign has been saying, although they've been changing their tune in recent days, kind of building expectations for President Biden and saying that he, might be over-energized.
Yeah, obviously,
with some help.
That's what the Republicans say, with some help. But, both men are unpopular. If you look at any poll, they're both unpopular. They're both running for a second term. It's interesting because we haven't had this in decades here in the United States, but they have been trying to lower expectations for a while. At the end of the day, Trump is a known commodity. People know what to expect with Donald Trump. He's not the one to be watching for me, at least tonight. I think Joe Biden has far more riding on this. Will he be lucid, coherent in there, or is he going to fulfill what so many Republicans already think about him? He has a lot more riding on this tonight than Donald Trump does.
He's done more of these presidential debates, though, than anyone in history, and so he does have that track record in his favor, perhaps, here.
Well, and explain that for a moment. People may not realize, how has Joe Biden debated more than anybody else in history? Remember, he ran for president in 1988. He ran again for president in 2008, I believe. He was vice president and then ran again in 2020 as well. He's had far more debate time than anybody else.
Yeah, and he was in that crowded field in the primary as well, so he had to take to a lot of debates for that. So many people have made up their minds, Jason, but yet we're expecting tonight to perhaps be one of the most watched presidential debate of all time.
It will be, and then, there's another debate, obviously, in September. Tonight's going to be hugely important, don't get me wrong, but the one in September is going to be a lot closer to Election Day. People are on vacation right now. They may not be tuned in. You and I were on vacation last week off and on here. People may not be fully tuned into this yet. Tonight is clearly going to be a flag in the ground, a marker in this campaign. But remember, these guys are not talking to Republicans or Democrats. They're talking to the 40% in the middle. They're independents. Those are the ones who decide every single election. It's not the Republicans. It's not the Democrats. It's the folks in the middle.
And a lot of people who don't want either candidate, and maybe they can be swayed by something that they see tonight. It's going to be a big audience for them, a chance for them to reach a lot of voters. And again, hey, there's our picture.
And why did I get covered up in this shot right here?
I don't know. Maybe we should remove that and see what's underneath it there. You can watch the debate right here on WFAA at 8 o'clock. A lot of people keep thinking this is a CNN debate. They are hosting the debate. We're going to have it here, though, at 8 o'clock this evening. We have content, by the way, previewing the debate on our WFAA Plus channel right now. And you can join us there after the debate for analysis and what to expect from President Biden and former President Trump. We're going to be joined by several political experts to get their thoughts as well. Now, if you don't have